The Saucony Endorphin Speed 5s just dropped and I can't wait to unbox them. Let's go. First ever unboxing. Ooh. Those are fresh. These are fresh. I left the shoe store with these, the off-whitish color. It's not true white like my other shoes. Like the bottom is definitely white, but this is like a kind of almost like a gray, it looks like. Can't tell. So, Saucony makes a great shoe, I think, for the daily runner and anyone that runs a lot of miles a week, maybe more than 20 miles a week, 25 to 35, or even up to 50 miles a week. I would say this is the best training shoe for you. I'm so excited to try on the Endorphin Speed 5s because the 4s have been my training shoe. I probably have about 500 miles in them, and they were the best shoe. These, on the other hand, are a little bit heavier, so the weight of the shoe is 7.5 ounces, as the 4s were 7.2, but they felt lighter, and I don't know why. They both have a P-Bax plate in them. Maybe it's just the new nylon stuff they put in it, but it just feels incredible, and I just love the design of the shoe. And the brown bottom is nice as well. The first thing I'm looking for when I get a shoe is the colorway, and typically I don't love white because it might get dirty, but when I opened the box, they did look more gray than it does look white on camera, and right away I love them. The brown bottom definitely helped too, as it kind of gives that old school like Timberland shoe wear. So I'm like the working man as a runner, which I do work a lot, so this is perfect. The other thing I really enjoyed about the shoe is that they felt so much lighter than the 4s, but they are a little bit heavier according to, ChatGPT and online sources, that this is 7.5 ounces as opposed to 7.2. But I think it feels lighter because of the weight distribution of the P-Bax plate or the nylon plate that Saucony uses in their shoes. I think it's distributed out throughout the whole shoe as opposed to the Saucony Endorphin Speed 4s, which was pretty much from the middle to the front. I do feel it firm in the back, like back here on the shoe, and then rides up to the front, so that might be it. But as soon as I went to the store and tried them on, I just knew they were for me. I did try on the Mizunos, and I almost got them because that's my uncle's go-to pair of shoes, and that's pretty much my friend's last name is Mizu, so I'm sure he's watching this. But they just felt incredible. I didn't put them on outside at all yet, so I just took them out of the box. I just wore them for the first time in the store, haven't touched the ground yet. So I'm gonna go try these out and probably run 7 miles in them and get some footage. So I'm putting on the Saucony Endorphin Speed 5s for the first time. I'm lacing up as we speak, and I will say they just feel so much lighter than the 4s. So Saucony makes a great shoe. I used to just think Hoka's and Asics were the best, but I really have switched it up and believe that Saucony might be the best shoe for me. So I just laced up for the first time. They feel incredible. They feel super light. Sock tan line is awful. Thank goodness the shoes look great. Again, super light, not nearly as firm in the front of the foot as the Saucony Endorphin Speed 4s are, but they just feel so good on my feet. 7 miles and test them out right now and come back and let you know what I think of them during a run. So watch this full video and stay tuned. Get moving. First run in the Saucony Endorphin Speed 5s, and they feel incredible. Nice and light on my feet. First thing I noticed is that it bends more in the front, which makes the toes and everything just feel way looser. So, love feet on the ground right now, and I want to update you as I go. Get moving. $5K in, heart rate like 155, 845-ish pace. Shoes just feel incredible. Get moving. Shoe review with a view. Get moving. Saucony Endorphin Speed 5s, they feel incredible. Get moving. Got back from my first ever run in the Saucony Endorphin Speed 5. Feel incredible. Honestly, my first thought was, when I'm running, my toe hits the floor so nice and smooth that it's like hard to imagine that there's a P-Bax plate in it or the nylon plate that they use through Saucony. And honestly, my second thought was, these are almost a race day shoe. So I might have to make a video on what's the difference between this and my Asics Metaspeed Edge pairs. But these shoes feel incredible. Super light, super easy to run in, and I think these shoes are for anyone that runs a ton of miles and just needs something light on their foot. Follow me for more fitness educational fitness educational videos, shoe review videos, and please throw me a like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you don't do that, at least follow me on Strava. Get moving.